Hi, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to get output on your screen using Java. I'm going to demonstrate with two methods. I'm going to demonstrate a command line method, and I'm also going to demonstrate how to deal with this using simple GUI. So this is the default project given to me by Visual Studio Code. Notice we have System.out.println. Whenever that runs, down at the bottom of the screen, whatever's inside the quotes will appear here. Now this is your basic hello world every project writes that. So let's get rid of that. Simply type system, notice the capital S, dot, out, dot. Now you have print and you have println. You also have printf. Println is standard. Println will output to the screen and give you a new line. So if I run this, it'll appear in two different lines. If I change from println to just print, and I run this, you see it's on this same line with no space between it. Print is really helpful if you have a lot of things you want to put and you don't want to concatenate. You just simply put them in multiple prints. If I put a space in here, I'm going to hit Control S all the time to save that. Excuse me, I'm going to run my Java. There's a space in it. Now, you don't have to use multiple lines for outputs. You can use what's called concatenation. Concatenation is putting strings together. That plus sign will add these two guys together. Now, this is silly to add two strings like that together, but it does work. Here's something that's useful. Why am I doing it this way? Being silly. Notice I put a number inside here. Let's see if Java likes this. So it displays a value there. Now where that becomes really useful is suppose I have a variable. So let's calculate my age in dog years. I can now do this. I can put my variable there. So now it'll use the variables and display my output here. Notice I did math up here to my variable. Age times 7, take 53 times 7. Run this thing. First line is the same, and now it gives me the math here. Since I use variables here, if I were to change this or get some input, which I'll do in another video, let's say pretend I'm 10. Run it again. The 10 appears here, I'm now 70. Okay, most of the time you're going to use System.out println. This is called concatenation, where you're putting these objects together, and it's pretty simple. This little plus sign simply says add them together. If you don't like the pluses and all the quotes that have to be done, you can use printf. I'm going to comment these two out. To put the comment in there, it doesn't run. So now I'll get no outputs, because I have everything commented out. Printf, and if you look at the helper here, it wants a string format, and it wants some objects that follow it. Now the format is going to be a little weird. Okay, so I've typed my string and I put in here what's called a placeholder. That %d is expecting an integer. If this were a floating point value, it would want a point f there, and if it was a string, it would be %s. What has to follow is I need one variable for every %d I have. So I'm using this called a format string, and these are format specifiers or placeholders. I run it. I get nice simple outputs. If I add more %d's here, I add another %d here, and I try to run this, I'm going to get an error. Oh my god, that's huge. It's a massive error. Missing format argument exception. Now, what that means is I have 2 %d's here. You'll notice the first one worked fine. Age worked fine. It found a %d that didn't have a variable that matched this at the end. So instead of saying I'm missing a variable at the end of this line, it says missing format exception. Great. What you need to do is if you put format specifiers in here, you have a variable at the end that matches it. So if you have 2% lines, you got 2 variables. All right, so the format's really nice if you want to create complicated outputs. As long as you get output for your instructor, they're going to be happy. Now, for printf, you have 3 format specifiers. I'm going to give a long example here. %d is for integers. %f is for floats and doubles. And %s are for strings. If you want a new line in there, \n will give you a new line. So if I were to do like a \n there instead of a comma, typically you put one of these at the end as well. I run this. Everywhere there's \n will be a space. Now there's a space in front of 70 because of this little space I've got there. Get rid of that. It looks better. Per %f, you can actually specify a number of decimal places. Suppose I create the variable pi. So I use oops, I don't want print line here, printf. Pi to 3 decimal places, %f, pi. If I run this now, it's not going to be 3 decimal places, or if it is, it's a lucky coincidence. 3.141593, so it rounded up at the 2. I want this to be 3 decimal places. By putting a 0.3 there, I say, give me 3 decimal places. It rounds it up to 3 decimal places. 1 is rounded up there. You can also put numbers in front of this whole numbers. This is going to print my age out in 10 spaces. I can do the same thing down here. This will take all the numbers, print it in 5 decimal places. Look how much space I have here right now. And here right now, I run that. I'm going to have more space in front of the 10, a little more space in front of the 3. because I said give it to me in 10 spaces for that integer. Those are really helpful if you want to create columns. So if you're creating columned outputs, printf is the way to go. All right, last type of outputs. For the most part, in your early Java classes, you're going to be displaying stuff to the screen like this down here in the command prompts. But if you want to get some outputs, you can use essentially a pop-up. It's called a JOptionPane. You need to have an import for that. So above your class, I'm going to do an import javax.swing.star. What import does, it goes out and gets a library of Java commands. Swing is for creating simple GUI windows. GUI meaning window, like what we're looking at now. Not the output down here, but like a dialog box type stuff. If I want to display my objects to the screen like this, I'm going to call it JOptionPane. Notice how it says Java X Swing here, as it's pulling from this particular library. I'm going to use ShowMessageDialog. And now there are several components you can put in here. The very minimum is a parent component, which for now just keep null. The arguments becomes the message in the box. The title becomes the top. And this last one is a number that's going to be the type of message you want. So let me fill this in here. For right now, let's keep it easy. The title is whatever you want it to be. I'm going to press some entering here so you can see what's happening. I hate when I go off screen. As long as you don't press enter within a set of quotes, you'll be okay. Java output is a title. Age here is bad. It was just Java helping me, or Visual Studio helping me. What you have here is a type. I'm going to use JOptionPane dot, and I'm pulling from the class that is JOptionPane. See these guys down here? This is the type of box that pops up. An error message will have an error message. This will just simply information. I'm going to pick information and watch what happens. Java output is my title. See? Lead control is awesome. And information message puts the I there. Hit OK, the project starts. If I change that from information message to error message, run Java, it's an X instead of the I. In future classes, you'll learn how to handle the buttons there. For now, it's just simple output. If you want to do concatenation, I put concatenation inside of that particular object. I run the Java. The math gets displayed there. All right, so you've seen 3 ways to do output. You've seen the default System.out println with concatenation. You've seen System.out.print with without concatenation. The difference between print and println. Println automatically gives you new line. Print does not. You've seen printf, which allows me to just pass in a format string with specifiers like %d and %f and variables that match those, and it displays the same as concatenation of the print line, but a little bit easier. And then you've seen the JOptionPanes. To be fair, println and printf are the easier of the options. The JOptionPane is kind of tedious and annoying at this stage of the game, but feel free to use whatever you make comfortable. Now, as a recall, if you want to use ShowMessageDialog and JOptionPane, you have to import Java X Swing .star. The .star says give me everything in Swing. You can also just specify which particular class to import. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck.